Welcome back to my channel, guys. We're making some stew beef, so let's get right into it. Here I have some beef that is nice and tender, and when we say nice and tender, it means it comes from a very young cow. And I did wash my beef with lime and salt. I have some spices here. Check the description box. I'm going to be listing everything below. You don't have to use the same seasons I'm using. Feel free to use any type of seasons of your choice. Season up your meat well and set it aside just for about 20-25 minutes. Over here I have some potatoes, red bell pepper, grated garlic and ginger, onion, some bouillon cube, and I also have some celery. You can also use any types of seasonings when it comes to, green seasoning. Yes, that's okay. You don't have to use the same thing that I'm using. Over medium heat, I add my pan and I add some oil. Then I'm going to add the ginger and garlic. I'm not going to use all the ginger that I have here, guys. I'm just going to use some of it. I also add onions and I'm going to saute this for about a minute or two. If you notice, I did grate my ginger with the skin. That's a norm once it's all washed. Trust me, guys, when you're cooking, you add that liquid, the skin tends to float to the top, so it is easily removed in that way. That's all right. Toss this up for about 2 minutes, just like this. And when you're cooking beef, guys, if you do not have a pressure cooker, then you'll have to get some patience. You can also use a slow cooker if you want to make it before time. It's all right. So I'm going to add my beef up into here. As you can see, it's all seasoned up. The color is so nice. We're going to stir this up. And once I stir it up, you want this to cook on its own. But before that, I'm going to go ahead and add a cinnamon stick. You can also add some cloves. You can add bay leaves, whatever you want into yours. This is just my version of cooking my stew beef and potatoes. Cover the pot and let it cook for about 10 minutes. After 10 minutes, you can see that it forms its own liquid here. And this is how I normally do it. No liquid added until the right time, and you're going to see. So I'm going to stir it up. And then I'm going to cover it again and let it cook until the water evaporates. So you need to check it as you cook. It all depends on your stove. Now you can see that the water starts to evaporate, and this is what it looks like. So at this time, what I'm going to do is go right ahead and I'm going to use some browning. Now you can burn some sugar also. I do both methods, all right? But today is just a lazy day for me. I'm going to use my browning. And when you're using browning, guys, just use a little bit at a time and check to see the color that you need. I am going to make a very dark beef stew. You can choose what color you need by just placing a little bit. Fry it up like this. And at this time, I'm going to add some water into the same pan that I add the meat in. As you can see, there's a lot of seasoning still leave here. And this is a Caribbean thing, guys. Trust me. You pour that in there and then you pour some boiling water. I'm going to repeat, not room temperature water, but boiling water. This is going to help to speed up the cooking process. Pour enough that the meat can boil until it becomes soft. Cover the pot and let it cook for another 15 to 20 minutes. And it's that simple, guys. So after 20 minutes of boiling, guys, I'm going to go right ahead and I'm going to check my meat to see the texture, all right? Once I check it and you see it starts to soften up, I just take the spoon and I cut it like this, but it's not quite done, so it needs about 15 minutes more of cooking. So I'm going to go right ahead and add my potatoes. Stir it in, guys. The potato also helps to cook your meat down very quickly. You can also add some carrots if you want. So I didn't add any into mine because I didn't have any, but that's all right. Put your chicken bouillon cubes inside, just like this. Stir it up. Make sure you taste as you go. Cover the pot and let it cook for another 5 to 6 minutes. So after 5 to 6 minutes, guys, you can see the water starts to evaporate even more. My potato is boiled and my beef is also softer this time. So I'm gonna cut it with a spoon right here, and as you can see, it is soft and nice. Time to add our celery, bell peppers, and some freshly grated ginger, guys. Stir it up, cover the pot, turn the heat off, and let it sit until you're ready to serve. It's that simple. The only thing about cooking beef stew is that you need some patience once you're not using the pressure cooker. And like I said before, you can also cook your beef stew beforehand by using a slow cooker if you want to. So cover it, turn the heat off. Here I'm going to repeat myself and serve up, guys. This is what my beef stew looks like. I did serve it with some white rice. And yes, that's simple and easy to put together. Give it a try, enjoy, and I'll see you in my next video.